Good morning. Well, it is morning when we're recording this, but good afternoon or whenever you're listening. Kate and I have just been talking about Seeds of the Sacred, beautiful space that we've created. And we were talking about the why that we've created it and quite honestly, how it fills us up with such joy.
Mm. Yeah, it's something we've been talking about for a long time. And yeah, something we're so looking forward to doing because we both know how important it's been in our own lives to have space to sit with others and talk about our spiritual explorations and contemplations and wonderings and not have anyone laugh at us or think we're crazy or weird or but just to really honor that longing that we both share. And I know that lots of the women that we know share that longing for a deeper understanding of ourselves and of life with a capital L and of the unseen aspects of life, the things we almost can't put names to, but we know feel so real for us and that we long to bring to the light and talk with others about.
Mhm.
Mm.
And those longings might may well manifest in ways that don't feel like that's what you're longing for, or that certainly was my experience. Like I was searching and looking and trying different things, and I kind of liked alternative treatments or practices, which I still do, by the way, but I didn't ever make the connection. It wasn't made clear the why I was interested in all of those things.
Mhm.
It was another level of depth underneath the treatment or aromatherapy, which are all wonderful things to do, by the way.
Mm.
So I just wanted to really presence
Mm.
that I think UK had such a deep longing for it,
Mm.
and mine wasn't quite so clear.
Mhm.
It's deeper. There was something that was there. I just didn't have someone help me almost like unravel or plant those seeds. Just
Mm.
blossom. So I just, yeah.
And so back then, when you were searching for something and you weren't quite finding it in those beautiful therapies that you were accessing, what is it that would have had you think, oh, maybe I'll try this seeds of the sacred thing? What were you hoping for? What hadn't you found that you were still wondering about?
I hadn't found a way to begin to understand myself in a
Mm.
gentle and loving way.
Mm.
That they were all of those treatments, which I still do now from a different space. I want to say
Mhm.
that they were sort of from here. I need fixing, I need help. And of course, that's energy against energy, and that's consciousness. There's no awareness, and it's very fixed and rigid.
Mm.
But what I was really looking for constantly was, how do I understand myself? How do I understand myself? And I didn't find that space where it felt more beautiful or more expansive.
Mm.
It's like an expansion of energy.
Mhm.
And or the other way, because there's no simple answer to your
No,
question.
I know that. I know.
It's the 99 is, if the heart is so closed, which it was inside of me,
Mm.
um, and for me, that I see that as a peony or a rose. If this is so closed and tight and scared,
Mm.
and also there's something really wrong with me, I'm a bit crazy, I'm a bit mad, it just shuts down and it shuts down. So
Mm.
anything on top of that isn't really going to work.
Mhm.
Whereas what gently and lovingly began to unravel was for my heart to sort of open enough to look inside.
Mm, mm.
I think that's
Yes, and what's required for the heart to, or the peony, or whatever visual you have of that space inside of yourself, what's required for that to gently open and unravel. I'm hearing this in what you're saying, but I also know this to be true, is the kind of space we're wanting to offer in Seeds of the Sacred, where there isn't a set agenda and there isn't some kind of therapy that we're going to insist everyone does, or it's more about inviting people to sit with that space, that heart space, that peony space, whatever you want to think of it as. And first of all, just intentionally sit with it, which will be the invitation we'll be making in Seeds of the Sacred in a really loving way, to sit and be quiet with that space, because so much of life moves so fast and we all have so many responsibilities that there's not often a lot of time that we create to sit with that space. So it can be uncomfortable at first. We're absolutely aware of that. And that's why on Thursday, when this is happening, our first Seeds of the Sacred, it will be extremely gentle. As I say, there won't be like a hard agenda here. It will be to begin to connect with that space and to begin to become more familiar with that space. And then over time, I know what happened for you, what's happened for me, is that we begin to hear that space speaking to us about what we really need, which may still be to go for the aromatherapy session, as you said, but it will also speak about other things we really need, ways we want to try to understand ourselves, or perhaps even heal aspects of what may have happened to us in the past. All sorts of things can come up once we start to connect to that space. And that's why we've called it Seeds of the Sacred, because it's really just a beginning that we're offering, and inviting people into. But we need to begin, right? We need to choose to begin if we want to do that unraveling that you've been speaking about so beautifully, Janet.
that sounds just perfect. And it's the most gentle,
Mm,
jet loving space
mm,
to
mm,
unravel. Because I think I was like, if you when you asked me that question, also I never felt safe to unravel as well.
mm, mm. Oh, I still hear you. Yes.
Didn't have, yeah, didn't feel safe
Mm,
for a whole variety of reasons.
mm,
So, yeah.
mm,
So, gentleness, safety,
mm,
loving the heart
mm,
as
mm,
slowly and as gently as is needed.
mm. Yes. And when I say there's no agenda on Thursday, there is, of course, um, when I say there's no agenda, we will be guiding you, whoever comes to say Seeds of the Sacred, we will be guiding you very gently. You will be held by us. You won't have to think of anything you need to do, or we will really hold and guide you in that space. And as Janet says, it will be very gently and lovingly done. Mm,
The vision is just, as you said, gently loved and guided and to be held, to really
mm,
let yourself be held. That
mm,
was something that I was petrified of doing.
mm,
Really thought people would be like, you're just mad, you're just crazy, you're just mad, you're crazy. And that won't be the case for other people. But it's like, no, 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 we can hold you. Come and let yourself be held
mm,
as a first and beautiful step and an opening.
mm.